So when you put white into a glaze, it's called scumbling. Same thing, just that one has white and one is darker. It doesn't have, it just has pure pigment, no white in it. So that's the only difference between those. Yep, perfectly fine. Michael Godfrey, he did a demonstration to plein air, the plein air event that Eric Rhodes puts on. He was there at that one, did an excellent job. I love Michael Godfrey's work. And if you look at his, you'll see he has a lot of atmosphere in many of his pieces. That's what he does a lot to get that atmosphere. Is especially on the East Coast. He's from the East Coast. Out here we have a lot of atmosphere because there's so much moisture in the air, and so that's what he's used to. Virginia, all of those states out there where it's just beautiful atmosphere. So when he's doing trees and fields to push them off into the distance, he'll come in with some scumbling. If he wants to get shadow into an area, he'll glaze with just straight pigment, and often just put that on there. Like take transparent oxide red or boy, I just drew a blank. Burnt sienna. So they're basically the equivalent. Only transparent oxide red, I've been using that since the mid '90s instead of the burnt sienna because it's more transparent. It's a very rich reddish brown. So he'll just take something like that, straight pigment, put it over it, and then you just kind of wipe back into it with a cloth to get just the amount that you want, and it works out great. So either way, glazing, a lot of people, we tend to make things more complicated than they need to be, but that's a very simple thing to do. Take pigment, and you can put some oil in it or whatever, however you want to do that. People have different formulas for the way they glaze and the way they scumble. Really, it's just experimentation. But for me, I'm usually just using straight pigment when I do that, or maybe a little bit of walnut oil into it, and you can do it that way. So scumbling is adding white, glazing is no white.